This is my review of AdMania Night 1. AdMania started off with a 3v3 of the Vision, IShowSpeed versus LA Knight and the Usos. This is a fun little match. It was fine. Like a fine match. It was cool seeing IShowSpeed do stuff. He he jumped, did the table splash. He tried to do a headlock. He did a backflip. It was literally just IShowSpeed was really the thing that I was like, oh, okay, I enjoyed IShowSpeed. That was the main thing that I was mainly interested in. I was like, okay, that's fine. No, yeah, it was fine. And then next we had Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu, and I actually liked this a bit more than everyone else. I liked it a decent amount. I would have liked it more. Usually, I don't think mini matches need blood or something, but this is an unsanctioned match. This needs something. This just needs something more because this just felt like a regular match. Like you need to be taking the ropes off the thing or doing this or that. Like whatever you need to do something crazy for it to be an unsanctioned match, and it just felt like a regular match. That was literally it. But I did like the match. It just wasn't like an unsanctioned match. Like that's just how I felt. It was just a match in the catalog. But I did like it. It was fine. It was good. It was probably like my third favorite match of the night. Probably it was pretty good. Next we have the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship Fatal 4-Way match between Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Lyra Valkyria, and Bayley, Nia Jackson, Lash Legend, and Brie Bella and Paige. Paige returned. It was cool seeing Paige. Her theme is awesome. Stars in the Sky is just a great song. That popped me maybe even more than her returning did the song returning. That's just such a good song. It's so good. They cooked on that theme. CFO did. I think it was CFO that produced that. And it just shows. This really showed to me that like Def Rebel is so bad. Def Rebel literally is so bad. I popped so much just for a theme song that was good, way more than other theme songs. I'm so glad they didn't replace it, and I'm glad Paige is back. But I'm also really glad that theme song is back. That theme song is so good. And it was good seeing Paige again. She didn't look too bad in the match either. I know people on AEW were like, "Oh, she looked terrible. She looked terrible in AEW. She didn't look that bad." But maybe it's just she fits WWE's style more than AEW's. That's fine. I think Becky Lynch has the same thing. So yeah, it was a fine match. It was all right. Needed more time for sure. Needed more time. That was a big problem in a lot of these matches is they need more time. Yeah, that was a constant problem of the night. Is just matches just weren't getting the times they needed. I only think two matches went over. I think three matches went over 10 minutes. And it was like, what? There was more ads than there was match time, which is ridiculous. That's why I'm calling it Ad Mania. Because that night one was just straight up ad mania. There was so many ads. It was ridiculous. It literally destroyed the pacing of the show. It destroyed everything. And it literally ruined matches. It literally ruined matches. They needed time and they just weren't given time at all. It was ridiculous. Next we have Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee. Also, completely didn't get enough time. This is another one. Just didn't get enough time. They only got like 8 minutes. And then it was most of the time was just Becky Lynch arguing with the ref, and I get it. It's Jessica Carr, yada yada yada. But holy, bro, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. That match didn't live up to my expectation. If you were watching my predictions, I was saying AJ Lee got better, better, better. Thing is, they didn't even give them a chance to do better. They just were like, okay, y'all are gonna go out there 8 minutes. And that was ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous. This is Becky Lynch. This is AJ Lee. These are staples of the division. They need to do better. They need more time. They don't need to do better. They need more time so they can do better. It was very ridiculous. It was very annoying. Next we have Gunther versus Seth Rollins. This was actually a very fun match. My favorite match of the night, by far. It was not technical. It was them beating each other up, doing these moves. Seth was moving really good, like really really good. Gunther was moving good. I really liked the match, and I actually didn't mind the Braun Breaker interference because it was just a quick spear, and he just left him alone. He just left him alone. Gunther then choked him out. It was a great match. If you have time, this is the match I'd go and check out. It was literally the only match they was given. I think it was only given like 15 minutes. It literally needed at least 10 more minutes. That was the biggest problem of the night. No match got the time it needed except for one. And that was the main event. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous that these times for these matches, these just were not enough time. There just wasn't enough time at all. At all. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And I didn't hate the event, by the way. I didn't hate this event. But I hated very certain aspects of this event. The fact that there was more ads than match time and that no match got the time that I felt they properly needed was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Also, on the women's tag team match, I wish Lyra and Bailey got a bit more time. I'm not too stressed that they didn't win. Like, if you hopped on Twitter, people were like, "Oh, the end is near, the end is near." It's like, calm down. They've won. Literally, I knew they weren't going to win the second they won the last two matches that they were in on SmackDown and Raw. I was like, they're not winning. And they started cheating. I was like, there's just no shot they were winning there. There's no shot. None at all. After those two wins, there was no shot. Next, we have Liv Morgan versus Stephanie McCare. If you're going to believe it, I think this guy had the least amount of time in the night, which is ridiculous because it had one of the better builds of WrestleMania. It was aggressive. The build was just aggressive. It was a brawling. It was just such anger. And it was like, okay, this match, if they portray on the anger aspect, they didn't really do that. They didn't really have the time to do that. This match only went 7 minutes. It was ridiculous. I mean, this match needed time. This match absolutely needed time. The fact that they said, we're going to have this build. This is one of the few builds that actually wasn't absolutely terrible for WrestleMania. We're going to give this match 7 minutes. Was ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous. And you go online and people are like, oh, the female matches. It was every single match. It was literally every single match except for the main event. Every single match didn't get the time it needed at all. It was ridiculous. And yeah, the females did need way more time. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think every single female match went under 10 minutes, which is ridiculous. These women are good. Just let them have the chance to do good. Becky Lynch is a great wrestler. AJ Lee, I felt was getting better after every match, but you can't tell by this match because they didn't give him time. And then Liv Morgan, Stephanie Vaquer. Vaquer was very good in this match for 5 minutes of it before the Judgment Day came in, and then they ended the match. It just ended abruptly. This match needed time, and then they had this Liv Morgan music video. It was like, okay, that's fine. I actually liked the entrance. The music video, the music is kind of grown on me a little bit. It has. It's grown on me a little bit, but the match they were not given time. They just weren't given the right proper opportunities. They just weren't given anything. It was ridiculous. This match needed time. It needed time, and if you don't give it time, it's not going to be good. None of these matches without time are going to be good, and that showed today. That showed. Every single match didn't get the time it properly needed, and it showed up. Next, we have the main event, and by the way, Pat McAfee had a 5-minute entrance, and then they did a angle. Cody Rhodes hit Pat McAfee with the crossroads. Not gonna lie, it popped me a little bit when he did that. I was like, okay, sick. And then Jelly Roll put him through a table. I was like, that's nice. And then they got out the way, and I was like, okay, you know what? As long as they're out, it's fine. And the match, it started slow, but I thought it did pick up, and I liked Randy selling the back. If you go on the internet, people will be like, man, I like, why aren't this person selling this? Why aren't the person selling that? And then you'll get online after Randy Orton sells his back this entire match, and then they'll complain, and you're like, well, what do you want? Because this match was good. Randy was selling his back. Cody was being aggressive. It felt like they were gonna do a double turn. I was like, okay, that's fine. This will be a good ending with a double turn. And then Randy grabs the title, beams Cody, and then punts him and turns double heel. What? I mean, at least he RKO'd Pat McAfee, so I was like, oh, he's turning face, and this means Cody's gonna turn heel. This is good. This is awesome. This makes sense. This is great. And then he grabbed the title, hit him, punt, and I was like, oh, well, okay, I guess. And that match got 25 minutes. I actually liked the match. I didn't hate this match. If you go on Twitter, they're like, Indisnia. It wasn't that bad. It was a good match. I enjoyed it. I enjoy when people sell injuries. So I liked the match. It was slow, but I liked it. And usually I like fast-paced match. The Seth Rollins Gunther match was a pretty fast-paced match. I liked it, but none of these matches got the time they needed to represent what they were doing. It was ridiculous. These matches need time. And if you're not going to give them the time, then don't do these matches. These matches all needed more time. Every single one of them. And the fact that the Women's World Championship match had less time than every other match on the show was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. If you're going to do that to anyone, and don't get mad at me, do that to Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill. That match needs to be a 7-minute match. I'm so serious. That match needed to be 7 minutes. And, maybe they'll knock it out the park tomorrow, and I'll be like, you know what? It was a good match. Maybe they'll do that tomorrow. But unless that happens, this was ridiculous. I'm in shock because that was literally, that match needed time. And I'm not gonna end this on a sour note. I actually didn't. This match, this WrestleMania night was like a 5.5 for me. I didn't absolutely hate it. It was fine. It was fine. But there was clear issues, and I don't know why they did it like that. I literally have no idea why they did it like that. It was AdMania, and I'm not gonna end this on a thing. And I'm gonna say, congratulations to Bianca Belair on being pregnant. It was cool seeing her. Whenever her entrance popped, I was very excited. I was very happy. I love the ST. Watch my women's tier list. She's top 5 up there. I think Bianca Belair, it would be top 5 in all wrestlers for me. I think currently, I think she's awesome. I do. And congratulations on getting pregnant, being pregnant. It made me happy. Congratulations again. Yeah. Good luck, and hopefully we see you in the ring someday. Again.